Hey everybody, it's Bill with Franklin Loan Center, and it is Wednesday the 11th. And just wanted to, there's so many people prognosticating right now about what to expect in the market for 2023. Of course, it's that time of year. It happens every year this time. And it's just so interesting to see the varying, everybody kind of all over the board on what's going on, right? And the obvious question is there a crash coming? What's really gonna happen with real estate, right? And I think you guys have all seen this chart. I've brought this up a number of times. It's 20 years worth of data going from here back to here. Red line represents just what if we started in 2002 and just did a flat 4.5% growth, which again just represents a good, sane, sustainable market. It's never that way. It's never just flat line. But what if it was linear versus the blue line is like what's actually happened, of course. And you can see, interestingly, last month we hit we got back to that 4.5% line. I was saying as we blew through it on the upside, the further away from that we get, probably the worse things get. Go look here at 2008 or 6, 7, and 8. You can see we got way off of it, and you can see what happened, right? So there's almost no real good comparisons to now versus 2008. It looks completely different. The main thing, and this gets to my point about where's the crash, the main thing that is very, very different right now versus 2008 is that the level of inventory that's available right now is literally, it's very normal. If anything, it's on the light side. It's too low. And what that's doing is it's driving, it's just keeping some buoyancy in these prices right now. Definitely seeing them come off the frothy highs. You can see it kind of on this chart, and this is very localized here to the Southwest Riverside County, but you can see it kind of maxed out around 680. We're now down to about 630. That's a 7 or 8% drop from the beginning, or from about 8% from the tippy top. Remember, that tip top was a weird number though, because that was a time when people were offering 5, 6, 7% over even what the house was listed for, right? And in the house may have even been listed for over what the most recent comps were, right? So there's a froth to that number. And look, obviously I'm kind of candy coating that. Look, prices unquestionably are down from their highs. And I think it's really important to note that still year to date, or I'm sorry, year over year, we're still up versus this time last year. But you can see we're still a few months from where the peak was. That is going to change. But I think, based on all the economists that I'm listening to, that as rates continue to fall, which they are going to continue to fall, they expect that that's going to bring a bunch of these people back into the market. Remember, we have the largest glut of buyers coming into the market right now that has ever happened, right? The millennials, the median age of millennials is now 34 years old. That is home buying time, and it's the largest chunk of people ever coming into a potential home buyer market, right? So there's demographics at work here as well that play in with inventory and everything else. Look, people still believe in buying houses. It still makes sense. It's still a great time to do it, right? So is there a big bubble that's going to pop here and we're going to see a drop out of the market? My opinion, based on the opinion of people much smarter than me, is no way. Could it continue to trickle down here? Could we come 10, 12% off of the high? Sure. I mean, that may be a possibility. But you watch these rates come down, and the more they come down, the less likely that becomes. And you can look at 50, 70 years worth of data as you go through recessions and inflationary times. As inflation curtails, mortgage rates improve, and it drives the housing prices up. The only exception to that is 2008. So just wanted to throw this out there. It's a little bit of perspective. I still believe that right now, if you are trying to find a time to buy a house right now in the next couple of months, I believe is going to be the worst of times for the real estate industry. And I believe that that is also creating the window of opportunity to buy. Because I think we get into end of Q1 into Q2 of this year, and that's when rates are going to be actually down significantly, probably from where they are now, and we're going to have a bunch of buyers in the market, and your opportunity to negotiate a crazy deal is going to be gone. Just my opinion. We'll see how it turns out. I'm Bill. I'm with Franklin Loan Center. Please like, share, comment. And if you have any real estate questions, I'd love to go through them with you. Talk to you soon. See you all next week.